Hello. G'day, g'day. G'day, guys and gal. How do we enjoy it? How was it? Yeah, I was pretty nervous actually to get it out, because you know you work on something for so long and you're like worried people will like not like it, but like it doesn't matter, like it is what it is. I like the idea. I was just thinking like fuck, like I want to create my own like parody narrative. Just I want to make people laugh, you know. So yeah, so don't hold back. You know, I've got a thick skin. You'd fucking hope so. Because I obviously want to improve it. Because I know it's not perfect as well. So it kind of yeah. So I guess the idea was like it's definitely silly. So if someone's like it wasn't serious enough, then I'm gonna be like, well, you know, but it's supposed to kind of be the kind of show where you have moments of like, oh fuck, that's kind of cool, or ho, that's pretty epic, and then also moments of like, fuck, that's pretty funny as well. So I'll just look at the chat. I think the majority of people liked it. The voice acting could use a bit more quality. Yeah, probably. I like which ones in particular, because obviously I did Angry Marine and Ultramarine.
How will you know?
I was very happy with the Reasonable Marine. I thought that was great. The Pretty Marine was good. You know, it was just like a typical feminine voice. The Commander, the Irish voice, I didn't mind. I'll definitely be working on my voice more for Angry and Ultra. And there's a few things I wanted to fix. Like, I should maybe more details. Like maybe Angry Marine just kind of fucking like just shaking more. What's this? Telling Fulgrim to go fuck himself, really amazing. Yeah, I enjoyed that when I was animating it. We're a bit rough besides that. Yeah, I had seen Scene 3 Part 1, which was, I think here. The guy that did this one, Raymond,
What kind of
I
heresy
thought
is this?
this was the best animating in the show. Like, he did a great job. Like, it's so smooth. It was really like, I loved this one personally. And then mine was like a bit shit, but that's alright. Irish sounds Scottish to me. Yeah, look, you're probably right. I didn't voice that one. The meme marine says the same thing twice. Yeah, there were a few little hiccups, and like
She would come up.
overlooked things maybe. Like maybe it was a similar line, and instead of getting it re-recorded, I just kind of dragged what was there over. I hope that the fighting will get better animation next episode. Otherwise, it's awesome. yeah. It was a bit goofy, but like, I guess goofy is the point.
You will take my
And
shit.
it's obviously like animating like a melee fight.
As long
It's
as one of us-
tough because text-to-speech obviously does a great job, because when they have a melee fight, it's really quick and silly. Like, you know, someone just kind of fucking flies at the screen. It's a similar thing. Like,
Breed, you
and I
little
think
bitch. I tower over you.
sound effect guy I think did a good job,
This is gone.
because it looks goofy.
Exactly. To plan.
So it looks goofy, so he made it kind of sound goofy. Just the like, it was like you kind of work into the meme instead of like, you can accept you got goofy and you kind of work with it. Major Marines went there. I've got plans for the Major Marines. They'll get in there. Probably not what you expect they'll do with them, but yeah. When is the next episode? So I haven't actually started on the next one. I know what I want to do. As a sneak peek to thank you guys who's like tuning in and stuff. The next one will be Angron. So that'll be fun. The Inquisitor's eye patch changed at the end. Yeah, so that was my bad. So I flipped the Inquisitor so he would talk to the other guys, but by flipping him, obviously when you flip his direction, but it's one image, the eye's gonna flip as well. So that's obviously a fuck up on my part there, but that's okay. Something for next time. I'll make sure I do like 2 side models so we can kind of switch and still kind of maintain his little structure. I bought Angron, Angry vs Angry. Yeah, I've got a really fun idea for Angron. I think you guys will like it. It's Angron, yeah, it's different. I want episode to be quite different because this one was kind of like they go in Fulgrim monologues and shit. Angron doesn't monologue. Angron's just like hardcore as fuck. Like he just was a kill cunt. So like I feel like these guys are gonna go in to see Angron and they're gonna get a bit of a surprise. Vladimir Dragunov, thanks for the $5, dude. Would you rather look like Jar Jar Binks or talk like Jar Jar Binks? You're not allowed to kill yourself. or fuck, that's just a lose-lose, isn't it? I'd probably talk like Jar Jar Binks, but then I would maybe cut out my own tongue. And guys, remember the donations that happened during the premiere and during this actually will go towards the animator Raymond, who did the really good animating before. Can you give some details about the plot? It's just like a base outline. I think, you know, they might go to Krieg. I want to get I'm obsessed with the Death Corpse right now, so I reckon I'll get the Death Corpse of Krieg. They'll go to Krieg and maybe Angron's attacking Krieg, and they have to go in and get him. So then you can get some masky boys, and I don't know. It's going to be a bit more hectic. It's going to be a little bit less safe because in this one, obviously, no one died. I'm not saying anyone's going to die in the next one. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But yeah, I'll keep reading through. Same things happen in the text speech when the characters flip. Yeah, it's just a minor detail that I'll make sure I work on. How many brain cells did the guys lose to get the audio for Fulgrim's Fawn vid? Yeah, Fraser, that was hilarious. I remember watching it back because I'd get the animation, I'd send it off to him to do the audio, and he sent that one back, and he was like, yeah, like, I was just experimenting, let me know if it's too much, and I was just pissing myself laughing. I was like, no, we're keeping that in, that's hilarious. Thank you, Lachlan, for the $8. Half of that is going to Raymond straight away. The fucking meme marine just fucking kills it. Yeah, it was, do you mean as in like he's like a bit of a buzzkill? So I'm reading yours as Sean. Memory feels like he strokes a 4. Situational humor can be times definitely something worth considering. Yeah, no, for sure. And I guess at the end of the day, the meme marine isn't supposed to be clever. You know what I mean? Like, as just like an Easter egg kind of thing. The meme marine from this is the same meme marine from my short. So this was kind of like the first first animation I tried. So
Brother, why are we on this forsaken planet?
So it was very text-to-speechy, this one. And this one was kind of fun. I don't know if you guys have seen this one. I thought this video was quite funny. But that's the same meme marine. And it's supposed to be kind of similar. Same voice actor as well.
I love it when the red water comes out.
Brother, I am scared.
I fear nothing.
I don't know. Yeah. Have you watched that They Hit Me With a Truck with Angron? I think it'd be a good source of inspiration for anything Angron related in the future. Yeah, I have. I love watching those SFM animations. SFM? Let me just keep reading more of these. I can't see how the reasonable marine interacts with the Kriegers. So I wrote, it's not pronounced like corpse. Yeah, I know. I just do because that's how it looks. Yeah, so let me just remember. Did you get Zoran the Bear to voice act here? So I could hear him? No, I didn't. It would be a dream of mine. Oh, whoops, self-like, I'm a sick cunt. It'd be a dream of mine to have some kind of crossover. Maybe that's, I don't know, like just an Easter egg. Like I would definitely never expect a proper crossover, but like an Easter egg, you know, maybe a character or like a nod. So the idea is, you know, make a couple more. Maybe they're like, you know what, this is kind of funny. Yeah. Number 3, the plot points don't feel like it's smooth attrition. The writing kind of solves itself, but this is something you had experience with. You're good, mate. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I'm just giving it a shot, and I'll definitely take that on board and try and kind of ease him out a little bit more. Do you have any suggestions for how you would have improved it? Because it's all well and good, you know, so Testy Pop, to be like, oh, mate, like, you can improve on the writing, but it'd be cool to say, like, You know, it would be better if the plot flowed more like this or like more like that. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to beat Fulgrim by just waltzing in there. You know, there had to be some kind of silly plot armor, and that's what it kind of lent on. The Ultramarine has his plot armor. You know, if anyone's going to pull it out of his ass at the last second, it's going to be an Ultramarine. Is the Inquisitor 3 squats in a trench coat? No. The Inquisitor's actually not that tall. He's standing up on a table. So I know a lot of people were like, oh, he's super tall. I'm like, no, he's not that tall. He's just, yeah, almost half the height of an Astartes. Thank you, Locke. Sorry, let me go to 8 out of 10. Sound was great. Voice acting was great. Also, just need to be better on the animation, but I'm probably comparing this to the Masterpiece of another Masterpiece Testates. Yeah, exactly. Look, it's one of the things that's going to get better and better. It was one of those decisions where, all right, you know, we could delay this, you know, like keep delaying, and then make everything perfect, or just, you know, give out the pilot, what we're about, kind of the rawness of what I want to do, and then kind of get the feedback, and then go from there. Bit too much real world swearing, could be more thrown and Feth. Get creative, dude. Fair start though. Nowhere near Alice Farah, brother. Yeah, no, I wouldn't expect to be that close either. But like, who knows? We'll get there. We've got it. Like, people are passionate about this. I'm really passionate about this, so I have no doubt. And at the end of the day, the animation is very different as well. So I'll read some of these donations. Dragonfire XIX, thanks for the £10. Was Loki hoping Fulgrim and the Pretty Maroon get into an argument about body oil? I thought it was perfect. The fight could have been better, but the humor's hilarious. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll 100% work on the fight for the next one. I've already, as I was making this, because I wrote the script for this a year ago, and I started making this a year ago. So I'll definitely, I can picture in my head. What I need to do is I need to write within the limitations of the animation. I wrote just whatever I wanted to appear in the screen. And the problem is, when you do that, you know, you can write yourself into a corner because you're like, the animator's like, bro, I can't fucking animate this. And I'm like, yeah, fuck. So we have to do rewrites and that kind of stuff. Bit too much real swearing. Well, look, like, I don't know, are you new here? Like, it was, yeah. If I could start again, maybe I would have considered it more, but that's all right. The black hole thing was actually fucking sick. Yeah, I saw a tutorial on that and I was like, fuck, I need to get that in there. And I was like, so a lot of people are like, why did that happen? It's because the meme marine dropped.
Just till come back again.
It's because the meme marine, ready? So he drops that. And then that is a mini black hole device. So then as they're leaving, because that's what the meme marine does. He's just like, he just doesn't give a fuck about reality and physics and all that shit. Perhaps split the whole team up so we can get to know the boys. The Hope Patch, have you watched? Alright, let me scroll more. Always up for supporting your autism, looking forward to it. Thanks, George. Or Jorge, sorry. Or George. Acadian, a Katachan, and a Kriegsman get sent to the Fallout world. The Acadian is confused. The Katachan is seen worse. The Kriegsman jizzes his greatcoat. Yeah, mad. Thanks, Vlad. Hold on. I'm going to keep reading through these because that's the point of this live stream. It's literally just to respond to you guys. Oh, God. I think I lost that original meme marine videos. How I found you. I'm gonna scroll down a bit. Sorry if I missed some. Do we get some pretty marine Fulgrim hentai? No, not yet. Maybe later. I understand, but that meme marine has a lot of potential with cartoon human slapstick. Keep his voice and cookness. It's funny. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping him in. But yeah, you're right. Look, the second episode will be a lot more refined. Yourself like everything major. It's fine. Okay. Was that South Park thing that the Noise Marine was playing? I think it was an original score actually that I think it was original that the sound guy, it was like a little techno song he had.
Haha! Now that's what I call gay.
I guess we found the right place.
We're all gonna die! I can't wait!
Yeah, he actually suggested this, so he actually suggested this scene. He's just like, because he was saying, oh, I want to make it techno, and I was like, look, techno's funny as well, but, you know, I don't want to have to play techno the entire boss fight scene. And he's like, alright, what if there's a noise marine and you just kill him so to end the techno? And I was like, I thought that was a good idea. Could I do a Blood Raven stealing something there? Also love York. Yeah, dude, definitely open that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I can only have so many characters, so I need to pick my meme. It'd be funny if the Scary Marine had a high-pitched voice than the other Marines. Yeah, the Scary Marine will have a bigger role in the future episodes. Will only improve with time. And I'm late, but fucking love how the Angry Marine activates his power back like a lightsaber. Yeah, it's fun. Make various gas masks like the pyro from... Yeah. Alright, let me scroll down more. For starters, more episodes, and secondly, give more Spooky Marine. By the way, the Meme Marine was brilliant. Yeah, I think the Meme Marine's just going to be a bit polarizing. Some people are going to be like, that's not what... I don't find that very funny. And some people are going to be like, that's hilarious. I think lowering the audio effects on the Marines could help. I could barely understand the Angry Marine. Also give the characters more depth and individuality. I feel like they had pretty good depth and like individuality. Like the Pink Marine was like a raging homo. The Ultramarine had a stick up his ass. He was really like
monologue, giving.
You know,
The clown is right.
and the Reasonable Marine was the audience. The Reasonable Marine was the most fun to write because that was what I would say if you're in that situation. You'd be like, okay, we're killing a demon Primarch. We need fucking tanks, armor piercing. Like we need a lot. And then the Ultramarine's just like, yeah. So I feel like if you could offer some advice on that, but I think they were quite unique. Do you want to make a really episodic thing that has more connected plot, or should it be more like a bunch of random events going up against several 40k characters? It's going to be canonical in the way that, you know, each episode will take part after the other one, but it's not going to be like, if you don't watch the first one, you're not going to understand the second one. You know what I mean? They're all going to be pretty self-contained. I think the next Primarch should be Angron, and Joe should be aborted. Oh, the next Primarch is Angron. Definitely. A bit slow and miss the comic timing a bit, otherwise it was a good time. Good to have a meet the boys, break the fourth into the videos like they're part of the superhero, they tie them in the house together. Like everyone's different traits personally, different focus more on the comedy story round and then having to learn to deal with each other. Yeah, that's definitely a good suggestion. I feel like,
I mean, sure.
you know, like the Reasonable Marine, he wanted a plan, he wanted to form a formation. The Angry Marine was just yelling at Fulgrim.
Great for me.
This has been a purely.
He's just kind of been like, fuck, like, we trying to fix this stuff. And Angry just wants to hit him. Meme Marine's just having a good time. Ultramarine's like, fuck. And then Pretty Marine's just like, pretty useless. In like canon, in fan canon, the Pretty Marines are so useless. It's unbelievable. I think the Vortex Bomb, I think, was my least favorite part of the episode. Not because it wasn't funny, but because it was a bit slow and missed the comedic timing a bit. Otherwise, it was a good time. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I thought that was pretty alright. Like, they're on their way out.
Thank you to for
Drops the bomb.
It's
Just...
I fucking love this guy.
I thought it was funny. I don't know. Maybe my sense of humor is a bit skewed. Are they Primaris or regular? They're both. So the Angry Marine's regular, Pretty's regular, Ultramarine's Primaris, Reasonable Marine's Primaris. So that's like a... It's kind of their way of being like, alright, Reasonable Marine, they're reasonable. They're going to get the Primaris upgrade. Ultramarines, you know, they're Primaris, you know. Angry Marines don't give a fuck. Pretty Marines are probably underfunded because they're useless, and Meme Marines just do whatever they want. You should make the Pretty Marine like Prince Charming from Shrek. Yeah, I think in future episodes I'll lean less on the overtly gayness and probably more on like arrogance. I think that's what I'll do. I want to make sure, so as the series goes, the characters will become more 2, 3, 4 dimensional. So at the moment, you know, Reasonable Marine, they're all very one-dimensional characters at the moment. You know, it's first episode, it's hard to build a lot of character. But as the episode's gonna go on, I want you kind of be like, oh, you know, like, why is Angry Marine angry? You know, why is the, like, just like, what's the darkness within the memory? Why does he want to die? Like, does the Ultramarine just want to be, you know, an Ultramarine, or does he have aspirations for other things? So yeah, that's the kind of thing. Is Angry holding Negan's bat? Yeah, pretty much. They all had good characters, reasonable intact. Well, with the Ultramarines, Angry and pretty good. Memory sounds fun, and I hope for Spooky Boy. Yeah, the Spooky Boy doesn't talk, so I'll have to actually really fucking think about what the hell to do with him. You should have a team of guys who each pretend to be Marines and throw them in to improve you guys and how these characters with each other. Yeah, honestly, a big thing about future episodes will be more collaboration on the writing. I got a bit, like, not possessive, but I opened up suggestions for the writing, and most people, they saw the script and they were like, look, this is pretty good. You could add this or do this. It wasn't like a big thing. So if I had people owning a character and coming to me kind of been like, you know, what am I trying to say? Like, oh, like, you know, maybe try this angle for Angry Marine, and so they can help me write, or they can just help me flesh out a character. Because at the moment, like, you know, I've had to kind of build the character for each of them, which I've really, really enjoyed. But you probably notice, I don't know, maybe some characters seem stronger than others. I found, in my opinion, the Reasonable Marine was the strongest. He's my favorite character, just because it's like, he's just in this shit situation. He has to work with all these retards. And he's trying his best, but is his best enough? You know, probably not. It's possible for Timmy to be in an episode. Yeah, there's going to be Timmy references for sure. Would the Angry Marine potentially become the Leroy Jenkins of the group? A kind of fuck it, hold my beer kind of character? Oh, 100%. Well, you saw, you know, he was the first to, you know.
My shit as long as one of us breathes, you little bitch. I tower!
So, like, he's got a Primarch in front of him, and all he wants to do is fucking punch it, you know what I mean? Like, and it is a Leroy
Whose
Jenkins.
plan would that be?
I don't know.
It is a Leroy Jenkins.
Was this your plan all along?
But yeah, obviously, and yeah, I know the animation needs a bit of work. We'll get there. Valda says, sorry man, but it was terrible. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, just like my content, just like anything I put out, you're going to have people that like it and dislike it. Fucking stop sucking dick, my fucking balls are popping. That was a joke, by the way. You know, people will like it, people will dislike it, and that is just so fine, you know. It's just better that way, if anything. I'd rather a more polarizing, controversial show than something everyone likes. And as Eduardo says, you succeeded in making us laugh, and look, that's what I'm here to do. So that's a win in my books. The Reasonable Marine is my favorite just because he's so reasonable. Yeah, personally, he should be the Angry Marine. I actually do voice the Angry Marine. I say 9 out of 10 only issues that the Angry Marine isn't Leroy Jenkins enough. Pretty much. Personally, I think you need more variation in terms of voices of the Marines, excluding the Marine, and Pretty Marine. Well, I guess Angry and Ultra might sound a bit similar because I'm doing both of them. I like the Reasonable Marine's voice a lot.
To wear pink.
Spoken like a true f***.
Yeah.
Ooh, sister.
And then I got Halky and Critty to help me with the demon. That sounds hilarious. I like animation style. It reminds me of Squidbillies or something off Adult Swim. Yeah, and the idea was inspired by text-to-speech, obviously, but I'm using different software to them. The animating style is really different. In text-to-speech, they've got... The characters are pretty much... They're hand-drawn. That's the style. You voice them all? No. Reasonable Marine's voiced by one guy. French Taunter does... Llama Man does Meme. French Taunter does Pretty. I do Angry and Ultra. That's Hulky, Criticorn. Fulgrim is a voice actor called Voicebox. So there's a lot of actually different voice actors. And I was pretty happy. Not gonna lie, Fulgrim's torso looks so down-sabled. Man, he's fucking ripped. What are you talking about? Will Timmy make an appearance? Yeah, I'm sure he will at some point. Low budget? Yeah, it is low budget, you know. It's mainly just, it's funded off passion and a couple $100 that I gave to the people that helped me. Yeah, Reasonably had the best voiceover. Nice. Bro, it'd be pretty cool if the Angry Man got a power fist just for the amount of fisting jokes that could be made. Yeah, for sure. Like, I don't expect them to carry the exact same weapons into the next episode. I got one solid laugh from this, a 6 out of 10, but I can see it getting better. And dude, a 6 out of 10 is fine. Like, I'll take that, you know, because I want this to progress. Keep in mind that this is a comedy first and foremost. Any suggestions go through your first time since it's your only language for this show. I think what could be sometimes funny would be to have a guest take over a random Marine per episode. It would be interesting, for example, to see Dawn randomly possessing one for one of the episodes. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that though, because it kind of be a little bit, yeah, it could be a bit confusing. A little more variation in the camera focus would be nice. And that's something, look, the cameras, so you'll notice different animators, different things. So for example, I think me and Raymond
Afraid not, Glitterballs.
did a good job with our cameras. But Tom Davison, I think his name, sorry, my mental blank. He was animating the longest scene. And his camera work was a little bit like not as good as ours, I guess, because it's just not something he's super like familiar or comfortable with. But that's okay. Like, it's just one of those things. We'll work on it. Honestly, man, this is some real good potential. Obviously, it's a polish. It's a bit more, but the core of it is funny as fuck. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Only issue for me would be the voice acting. Dialogue seemed fine, but there wasn't much emotion, and everyone felt stiff. Over time, everyone should be able to get more comfortable and cut loose. Yeah, look, and we'll get there, and I appreciate that, and definitely. So, I think what could be good is we record our lines together. So this was done. You know, I was like, all right, these are your lines, these are your lines, these are your lines, and I chucked them together. But if we're all on a chat, on a Discord call, doing our lines, I think that would work the best. And I'll do that for the next episode. So then it'll be like, instead of it being like, okay, here's my line, send it off, it'll be like they'll be replying live, and they can kind of it can feel more like a conversation, and I think that would be a really good way to fix the stiff dialogue. It's gloriously low budget. I honestly give you work. Oh shit, I scrolled up. Sorry. Fuck. Honestly give you work 9 out of 10. Like you said, you could have sat on this and applied more polish, but you're willing to share this. I enjoyed it. We'll only get better and more polish from here. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Fulgrim was great faffing away. Yeah, that audio was hilarious. I think Timmy should be like a final boss in an episode. That'd be silly. The key to humor, unexpected, subverted, ironic. I think there was a good bit of irony in there. Like I wasn't scared to take the piss out of myself a little bit on this one. Leisure of the Damned would be pretty cool. Yeah, for sure. And there's so many characters and factions I want to I want to throw into this, and I will. But you know, one at a time. You know, imagine Leisure of the Damned pop out, fucking some obscure guy's homebrew pops out. It's just like, It's fun to think about all the ways you could do Primarch Magnus. The amount of options here is astonishing. Yeah, I don't want to do Primarchs that text-to-speech is done. That's the big thing I want to do. Inspired by, definitely not copied. You know, they're doing a parody of the canon lore. I'm creating my own parody using the fucking, what am I trying to say? My own parody using Homebrew. So this is definitely for the fans like that. Are we going to get scenes of the characters having an awkward moment when a guardsman or someone tries to make small talk with them? That's actually a good idea. I want to incorporate, and like I said in the next episode, it's going to be set on Krieg, and I think it'd be a funnier dynamic there. The Power Fist time, moderately annoyed Marine, Special Air Forces getting $5. It's fun to think about all the ways. Yeah, sorry, I already read that. Chicken curry, yeah, I liked it. Only gripe I had was a combat, and for sure that's going to get improved. And like I said before, that was on me because I wrote these scenes that are quite hard to animate. And then, so obviously, if something's hard to animate, the animation's not going to come out super well. Some of the characters' design looks somewhat odd, and most of the jokes in land, but there's potential. Yeah, and like I said, that's alright, man. Fuck my voice box, too much talking. Something I'll work on, and like I said, some people will find things funny, some people won't. The idea is I'm hoping to diversify the characters so everyone kind of finds a different one they like. So for example, the cunts that like Angry Marine just being a dickhead will be like, oh, that's funny as. The guys that like the Reasonable Marine, like Reasonable Marine being like, guys, this is stupid, what are we doing, let's fix this. And then the Pretty Marine, so I'm hoping that everyone will kind of have a character that, not that they relate to, but that they enjoy the most. The jokes are cringy and awful most of the time. Animation is good, but the colors look a little off too. Sound is fine, but the voice is trying to do something that actually didn't land. Story is lame. And look, like I said, can't please everyone, Valda. But thank you for the feedback. That's what this video is for. Remember those goofy Turkish knockoff movies? It seemed a bit like that, to be honest, in a truly glorious way, of course. Yeah, it's not going to be super high budget and perfect. I need to... And text-to-speech does it really well in the way that they know they're not super high budget, so they work with what they got. They're using puppets, they're using a lot of 2D, and they're embracing that style, which makes it come across as really fantastic when it's not fantastic, but it's not like super convoluted, complicated animation, if that makes sense. So I think for the next script, now that I know how this animates, I can kind of apply that to, I can be like, okay, these are the restrictions with the animating style we're using. So I'll script around that so that the animation will kind of look better, if that makes sense. Lamenters ship in the background, dead, when? Already dead, it's the Lamenters. Blood for the event blood. Ultramarine should have taken off his helmet and been Jojo. That would have been good. There's a dollar, you knob jockey. Thanks, brother. Thanks, Tony Ferguson, as well. Thank you, everyone who's donating. Like I said, half of these donations are going straight to Raymond as a thank you for doing the this part of the animation. So I'm definitely
Crazy.
in my opinion, Raymond did the best job in his animations.
Sister, how exciting.
Playthings have arrived.
For me, it's just the cleanest. It has the most weight behind it. So Raymond's going to help me with the next one. I think the voice actors will come back. Fraser, the sound guy, did a fantastic job. He's going to come back and help me as well. So, yeah, it's good. Angry means to basically shout most of his lines to get through our pissed ears. See, I thought about that, but the thing, like, there's things that are funny on paper, and there's things that are funny in animation. The Angry Marine, sure, you could just be like, every line is just like, rah! Like, just fucking, rah! You know what I mean? And it's just, it'd be so annoying, you know? It'd just be so annoying. So the Angry Marine was kind of like this contained anger. He was just like, shut the fuck up, you know what I mean? Or don't fucking touch me, you know? He's angry, because angry people don't just walk around being like, rah! All the time. They look angry, and then you poke them, and they're like, fuck off. That's like angry, in my opinion. And it makes him also, it makes it so I can make him more than just one-dimensional. Because I have a funny plot twist coming for Angry in a second episode that I think will be funny. Having voice actors in the same room is best for chemistry, so Discord should help. Yeah, exactly. That's the goal. Special Air Forces, thanks for another $5, dude. Their swole isn't genuine. Yeah. Dude, I fucking love Texas speech quotes. You plan to use some early edition models as a basis for singing the figures in episodes. Nice way to break the fourth wall. Just look at the old Marine models. Yeah, for sure. And I really like how Mark Lewis Spark actually did that in his Death of Hope animation. He did a lot of old model callbacks. A lot. And they were awesome. So, maybe, you know, there's a lot of things that I want to do. But you got to be careful. Because I think this was good in the way it was very focused. You know, the Marines come together. The commander tells them, this is what you got to do. They go and do it. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. It's not super deep, but it gets the job done. As soon as you start getting too complicated, it makes it so not only... Because the cringe for this, I think, if you let it be, it's part of the humor. It's part of the funniness. And if you get too confusing and convoluted, the cringe just becomes not funny. It just becomes cringe. I'll play as we just go. Thank you, Grant Peterson, for the €5. Brilliant potential, funny as, just needs to tighten that, comes from experience, rah rah rah. Glad to donate to get the next one out. Thank you, brother, I appreciate that a lot. If the Angry Marine show us the lines that we annoy very fast, yeah, 100%. Yo, Magical, will these boys ever fight the blue fish commies? Oh, dude, I have a lot of plans for this, you know. This is, you know, it's like I said, it's like a fucking child, you know. Your child's not perfect. But, you know, it is what it is. And you love it are the same. So yeah, future episodes, I want to put them up against the Tyranids, but I like the silliness. Like, they're not going to fight the Tyranids, they're going to fight the hive mind. You know what I mean? It's just, it's all going to be dumb and silly and fun, and they're not going to just win every time. But yeah, I think it's funny how many people cry about swearing. I thought you dialed it down for the Angry Marine people who don't know how the homebrews. Yeah, I know, right? I will be releasing the look, with the censoring, I'll just address it quickly. It wasn't about monetization. The video is already demonetized. That's fine. But it's about when you say shit like, you know, like faggot or like cunt or the N-word and stuff like that. YouTube bot hears it and it goes like, and it literally, not only do you get demonetized, your video doesn't get recommended. It gets buried. Like, it might have already happened. Like, I might not have censored enough, and this video, which I've put all this time and effort into, might not get recommended to anyone, which would be really sad. But it is what it is. I didn't want to, like, and I try to be generous. I try to be, like, when I censored, I didn't censor the whole word. I just removed the 2 letters, so you knew what the word was. Like, if you go to the start, you'll kind of see what I mean.
Alright, cunts, what the
So he says cunt, I just removed the U and put a little z there. And that's purely to mess with the algorithm.
fuck is going on here?
So yeah, I didn't want to censor too much, but there's a line. And you notice after the 3-minute mark, I took off the censoring for like fuck and stuff like that. I did my best. And like I said, the the uncensored will be on Patreon. If you're $1 patron above, you can see it. It's just a way of, because if I upload it, it'll hurt my channel. But I still want to be able to share it. So, and I think, $1 per month isn't that bad. Also, there's definitely a fan base for more vulgar Warhammer comedy. If Fairy Apocalypse, for example, 200 million views. Oh, for sure. Like, I'm not gonna make this family friendly. This is gonna be fun. Like, it's gonna be violent. The next episode is gonna be really violent. I'm not gonna give away too much, but there's one scene that is inspired by a scene from a show called Final Space, where Gary, the protagonist, gets his arm ripped off, but like really agonizingly violently. I'll try and find it actually, it's really funny. Final Space, Gary loses his arm. So...
Bag my... That's really have worry. Okay, this is not. Friend mode.
So,
Engaged. Friend? He was just betraying you. Take my son. You idiot! That's my freaking arm!
yeah, so it's gonna be like that. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's gonna be inspired by that. More gory, but similar concept. But yeah, I like the humor, but I think the jokes will work more when they're actually calling out each other's faults, like the Ultras roast, more of a reasonable Marines dialogue. Those are definitely highlights. Yeah, thanks for that feedback, and I'll try and incorporate it more. I think it was funny, like...
The Codex Astartes is shit, and we'll get...
So that's an example of that, like the reason Marine, like, fuck off, it's shit.
Primarch to kill.
Oh, rip that.
To Fulgrim's hip.
Or like when the Ultramarines like, what did he say? He said, I should know I wrote this. I've seen this video 100 times. What he say is like, but like the Emperor protects, and then the Reasonable Marine's just like, piss off, mate. Like, come on. Your Discord will be a great source to get an idea how to anger me. Or like, yeah, good or cool. I got my own shitty homebrew chapter that you could use it if you want. I'll talk with you on Twitter if you actually want to use them. Look, I'll just be honest. I'm probably going to stick to the more mainstream ones at the moment. And down this track, look, hopefully, in a perfect world, this would be my equivalent of text-to-speech. And it's a much beloved series, and, we keep growing from there. And then, why can't I? Why wouldn't I use everyone's homebrews and stuff? But at the moment, you got to put your best guns forward, and just, bang, bang, get it done. Look at the Texas Minis episode. It may help with humor and flow. Yeah, I saw that. Like I said, I'm a massive fan of text-to-speech. I already saw the Siphius Kane one, and they're brilliant. They've got a brilliant group of writers, and they're definitely inspiring. And I aspire to kind of eventually match that level. And I'd love to hit that, and I will. I back myself. Do not stop. It wouldn't be surprised if text-to-speech gave you boys here a cameo. I'm not stopping. No way. Even if this got 0 out of 10 and everyone hated it, I'd still do it because lore videos are great, and I love lore videos. But man, like animation, I've always had a big imagination, obviously, and bringing your animation is how you bring your animation. Animation is how you bring your imagination to life. And just like how Mark said as well, like, I make this for myself. It doesn't matter if no one sees it. Same thing here, man. Where will the meme marine go? To me, seems like the hardest character to give more than one dimension to. Well, if you've seen... Thanks, Christian, for the €5. If you see the meme marine lore video, then you know that the meme marines are all crippling depression. They've got mad depression. It's like, imagine they're in a mad come down all the time, and all this violence and laughing is just a front to just cover their depression and bury it. So I'm wondering, I think maybe the Marine breaking down, going batshit insane, because obviously he's inspired by the Joker as well. So I'll need to work that more into it. At the moment, the meme Marine was a little bit too, it was a bit gimmicky in this episode, but we'll work on that. 1+1 for Felix's idea. We had us at the meme Marine, pranked the Ultramarine, and drew plot on the backside of Ultra's armor. Yeah, that's a funny, good idea, and that's the kind of thing, man. Like, I'd love to get more writers in to give me those kind of ideas, because I get to, I don't know, I'm not a perfect writer. G Porthouse, thank you, dude, for the £20 super chat. I love the attitudes of the different Marines. Maybe have me Marine and Pretty Boy add more jokes so it isn't seen coming. Camo Marine's attitude was good. Glue. So I need to look at the other screen for this. Was good glue for the group. Stay wacky and job well done. Yeah, thanks, man. That was the intention for Reasonable Marine. He was always there to just point out how fucked 40k is. He's like, mate. Oh, I wish I brought a fucking water up here with me. Jesus Christ. Whatever you do with this major, it looks fucking epic. Can't wait to see more of it, Chief. Thanks, brother. Look how Alpha Buzzard does it. Humor should be fast. Yep, done. I reckon the pacing could probably use a bit of a kick up that I'll work on. Major kill speed running the demonetization. You know me. I love that you whispered. Yeah, dude, they've cracked down really hard on a lot of words. This got recommended to me. Oh, that's really good to hear. That's awesome. It's still demonetized, but it's good to hear it's still getting recommended. Will this have a separate Patreon or included with the channels? This will just be included with the channels. Having 2 patrons just seems like a pain for everyone, and I'm just paying out of this their own money. I spent about $1,000 on this episode. About 1,000. So $500 on animator help. 600 actually. Another $50 for audio help. Another couple hundred for art, and then just software and shit. So it was, like the funding helps, and I'm paying for it out of my own thing. I don't mind the censorship at all. Bleeping out curse or clever executing them can be funny. Yeah, look, the censoring was purely to deal with YouTube's molestation, but the beeping of the Ultramarine Fulgrim's name, that was deliberate. That's censored and uncensored.
Bragging about beating the Eldar is like bragging about beating a child.
I kind of like this monologue. I don't know. People are like, this is cringe. I'm like, oh, what do you mean? We'll listen to it again.
Anything for the last 10,000 years. The trade the furthest from it. The Emperor's children have devolved into a bunch of Hinduistic
Fulgrim, he needs to
rapists
hear
who
it,
haven't achieved anything for the last 10,000 years. The killing of Ferris was not done by you, but by the demon who used you as a meat suit, and Gilliman is very much alive. Bragging about beating the Eldar is like bragging about beating a child.
I don't know, I kind of got
Islam
goosebumps
was
during
only
this, even though I wrote
successful
it, which is
because it was a
cringe, but...
complete and utter blindside. You sit here on this desolate shithole of a planet, fapping away to Imperial Commission porn.
See, I thought that was a good line. Like, in fact, like, I don't know. I'm not gonna toot my own horn, but like, there are times when I write things in my videos and I'm like, that's pretty good. So in my opinion, that's good, but I could be very wrong. Christian, thanks for the €10. I think that would be good. Would be the meme Marines facing small enemies to have more moments between them, and every other episode face something big. That should help develop them into real characters. Yeah, no, that's a good suggestion. I did that a little bit here. I didn't want it. Yeah, I wanted action before.
It takes a
Fulgrim,
true
so...
man to wear pink.
Spoken like a true f***.
So I had...
Sister, how exciting.
Playthings have arrived.
I'm surprised the chat didn't simp harder for these girls. In the Meme Marine video when I had Halki, who did the Demonette in the Meme Marine animation ages ago, she did the Demonette here as well. I thought that was cute.
How bored I was becoming.
Righto.
Is that what you mean? I don't know. I thought that was good. Let me scroll down a little bit more. Sorry, I don't mean to miss anything. I just want to catch everything. Who more of the Joker, always unpredictable for his personalities, actions like the black hole joke. Yeah, I think the spontaneous black hole was funny. It was like, who the fuck carries around a mini black hole, like, and just blows up Fulgrim's planet? Like, I don't regret that at all. And maybe adding captions would be a good touch to the animations. I was thinking about that. I didn't end up doing it. Because subtitles can be kind of annoying. It works really well for text-to-speech. And I think, yeah, it works well for text-to-speech. I'm not sure if it works well for me, but I'm tempted to give it a shot. Because, obviously I can, Ultramarine blue text, Angry Marine yellow text. I think it might help the articulation. You've got to be careful though, because subtitles, you can spoil jokes if you don't do them right. If you got a punchy, witty joke coming that's quick and you can see it in the subtitles, you might be a bit like, Let me just check quickly. How do they do it? Does text-to-speech do line by line, or do they do word by word? I know they did... Hold on.
That was so close. That was too.
Okay, so they do sentence by sentence, but they keep them really short. Oh, yeah, I might do that. Siphius and Marnelius at the end of Brothers today was hilarious. Yeah, it was great. They do a great job. And the thing I like about that is because they've spent so long building a franchise or his own story, they can do that. For example, if that was his first ever episode, people would be like, they'd probably still get it because Marnius, but it would be less kind of funny because they wouldn't have the backstory where you see Calgar like breaking down because he's made some like deal with the devil. An episode where the two guardsmen, they think they are better than the Marines when they go in the battle, they get their ass destroyed. Yeah, maybe, dude. I don't mind the censorship. I'm not offended by the F word, but you did better with it. I'll scroll down a bit more. I think that you can build a great dynamic between the Mean Marine and the Reasonable Marine. One doing things that defy logic and sense, the other being like, how? That is literally impossible. Yeah, I think I should make the Mean Marine bend reality a little bit more and just really fuck with the Reasonable Marine. Your videos have honestly made me want to get back into the hobby. Oh, nice. You should do a what if Lorgar where Lorgar becomes an atheist. Yeah, that'd be funny. So what's Fulgrim's true name? Wouldn't you like to know, you fucking cheeky dog? I don't know. Fuck if I know. Why the fuck would I know what his true name is? I'm not a fucking space marine. Jeez, fuck off. Get off my back. If you stop, it'll be worse than Death of Hope cancellation. I'm not stopping. It's fine. Maybe I can. Blah, blah. I don't think I'd be allowed to write it. And say, would you ever consider an experiment, at least ending the episode on a cliffhanger and have your fans get to vote? Could be fun. I don't know. Yeah, it could be fun. I'll need to be careful on it though. Oh, I guess if I write two different narratives, then I control both. So yeah, I could do that. Bring back Scallum. The moon could be the joke of the group. Blah, blah, blah. It's definitely a Zinch agent. Yeah, maybe. You're warmer than you think. That's all I'm going to say about that. You're warmer than you think. I know it's sad, especially when you're joking, not trying to bash it on, but can't take a dick jam in cuffs. The Angry Marine should have more rage-filled moments, so it's all about balance, bruv. Yeah, I guess it's just like, maybe I should have pushed the rage a little bit harder. But like, I didn't want it to be too just like mic in my mouth, just being like, fuck! You know what I mean? Like, I wanted it to be, because I guess this is the first time an Angry Marine's ever been brought to life. I could be wrong about that. I could be very wrong about that. I'm just going to presume it is because I haven't seen anything. I think I would have seen it. But it's pretty much the first time an Angry Marine's been brought to life. So, and I think people need to realize that screaming into a microphone isn't that fun to listen to. Hi Magikill, I love it. You can still improve it and love how all these marine personalities are true to their roots. Yeah, I tried my best on that one. Later down the line, if they encounter enemy factions like Eldar or Necron, maybe throw in some homebrew versions of them. Yeah, potentially. The only issue is I haven't really seen any standout Xeno homebrews. I've seen really cool painted ones. So I saw like Necrons that had red lights instead of green lights and they were gold and they were really cool. So yeah, that's cool, but it's just, not... It doesn't have a big comical personality. Like, all of these Marines have a very comical personality. Even the Ultramarine. The monologue was the most Ultramarine thing. Yeah, that's what I thought. What in the... if it's sort of a mix between TTS and Soviet Womble? Yep, maybe. Honestly, I might end up getting another editor to help me. The right font timing can make subtitles funny. That's a good point. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I reckon I'll start doing subtitles. But like, do it, yeah, like you said, smart. You don't carry around a bleeding McCall wherever you go. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. I just say film it. It was fucking hilarious. Saw the film. Thanks, brother. You're not naked at all for this once. Yeah, no. It's better in quality than the first text-to-speech episode. Yeah, like, I'll take that. Yeah, I agree. The first text-to-speech, but that's the thing I like about text-to-speech is, people didn't get into it because the animating was great or anything. Like, the quality of the first text-to-speech episode was technically quite bad. Hopefully, yeah, that's the remake. There it is. So
Well, my divine lord, we have managed to implement a text-to-speech device into your glorious
he's doing, I don't know if he's using a wiggle effect, but he's doing something in After Effects.
golden throne.
And he's using obviously a low res picture of the
Speak to us.
About fucking time.
At last, our glorious lord.
and the thing that's great about this, even though technically not that impressive, compared to let's say this for a first episode, you know, people aren't there being like, oh, I watch text to speech because the animation's so crisp. They're like, no, I watch it because it's funny, the writing's hilarious, and the plot's hilarious, and the characters are hilarious. That's all right. If the whole series was just this level, it would still be popular. You know what I mean? And that's what I'd rather have shit animating and good lines. So the thing that I'll definitely work on the animating, but the lines will be very important for me to fix. With Angry Marine's power bat, any chance of a cricket bat version? Nah, I'm not for now. 3 words, Australian Katachen Devils, that is all. Let me just scroll through. Thanks, I hate it. Please have the Angry Marine flip out like a crazy bastard. Oh yeah, he'll definitely... Look, he'll be fighting Angron next episode. He's gonna get pretty angry. Self-aware, good-natured fun. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Volt. I don't get the Meme Marine. He was kind of not really funny. Yeah, and the Meme Marine was... he was a bit pulverizing. Like, some people will be like, oh, Meme Marine, what a fucking wacky cunt. And then some people are going to be like, he was annoying. So I'm going to tighten up his dialogue a bit. Yeah, I'm going to tighten him up a bit. I'll make him a bit more comical, a bit more funny. And a little bit more leading into the whole, he has crippling depression and he can defy reality. Like the humor for the most part. Some jokes like Angry Marine just calling people fake to start get old, but stuff like Ultramarines rant the black hole more expensive and funny. Yeah, and like I said, this was written a year ago, and my humor's matured a little, and it's gotten better in my opinion, a little bit more. So I'm hoping the next episode, because as I write, I just kind of, I just put what's in my brain. I don't even, like, I don't just stop and think. I just write, come back, edit, write. And literally 99% of the time, what I write is what I upload. I do very little edits to what I write. So I reckon when I write the second script with Angry, I think it's going to be a lot more clever. I love it though when you crack the doors wide open. No one has done anything like that. You crack the doors wide open. Crack the doors wide. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but thanks, dude. Yeah, like the humor for the most part. Some yeah. Recommend only scream into the mic once an episode. Yeah. Can you even spell for subtitles? Yeah, that's why I might get an editor for that. The first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge was low quality too, but improved over time. That's the thing. Look, you're looking for the spirit of the video. I think the spirit of this, the fundamentals of this were solid. And there's things to improve on. And yeah, and I think if you've got a good spirit, it's like people. If fundamentally someone's a good person, then they're sweet. If fundamentally they suck, then you're not going to be friends with them. Like, there's people where you're like, look, like, this guy's a good person, but, you know, he needs to stop, like, you know, throwing rocks at black people or something like that. So it's like, well, okay, so that was a terrible example, but you know what I'm trying to say. And I think the spirit of this is pretty good. When the memes take on a life of their own, that's always funny if it's genuinely funny. You should get a Lamenta to die every episode. Yeah, I should do a joke like that. I think that'd be funny. I think subtitles would add more than they would just take away because the picture is mostly static, so it wouldn't take away from the action. True. Thank you, Major Kill, for making this. Looking forward to more of your work. Always angry all the time. Thank you, Mr. Native White Knight, for the $10. And as I said, guys, half all the donations, which have already come to like $300, are going straight to Raymond as a massive thank you. So if you guys were like, we want to support the animators, we want to support the show, this stream is a really great time to do it. It's going to be released weekly. Oh my fuck no. That first episode, this took me, I've been working on this for a year. I've only really been working on it for about a month and a half, but this has been in production for a year, so no. In a perfect world, monthly episodes, and there is a company that is interested in potentially funding this, but there is a catch that I'll talk about later if I actually consider it. The catch is, it's like they'll fund it, there'll be monthly episodes, it'll be uncensored, but it'll be on a paid streaming service, and I would only go down that path if you guys wanted me to. So I would have to do a lot like it would be your decision. It would not be my decision. So there's pros and cons. Like pros, more episodes, better episodes, faster episodes. Cons, it won't be free. So it'll just be one of those things. This other me you wrote it's instead of it's. Sorry. I've got like use meme templates as a basis for the meme marine dialogue. Constantly using, but he's a constant throwback anyhow. Yeah, I'll try and be clever about it. And you heard of this? Oh, thanks Zachary for the $10. Have heard of the Squats inspired webcomic Beardy Bastards? I haven't heard of it, but it does sound pretty funny. The Angry Marine should have his psycho moments who flips out like Flippy from Happy Trees. Yeah, no, true. I should have done the a scene where it's like Kill Bill, you know, when she goes crazy, it's like dee doo dee doo, and zooms in and maybe shaking and they'll like the fucking, I can't do the voices, but you might maybe know what I mean. Okay, love how much I hate it. Surprise black hole. Good. Make subtitles part of YouTube options so people can deactivate them if they don't like them. Easiest way. Yeah, I feel like if I put subtitles in there, I'd want to control exactly how they looked. Are you going to get cracking on episode 2 at least? Yeah, look, I had so much fun doing this. The premiere was so much fun. Even right now, I'm having so much fun chatting to you guys. So I'm going to start writing episode 2. And yeah, I'm going to start it probably this weekend. Some basic stuff, storyboarding. And I'll probably make a private Discord for all the people that work on it with me. Or maybe I'll just create a channel in my Discord, and yeah. I'm so excited. I love this. So this is great. This is a different style of animation to some degree. Text-to-speech behaves a lot like a puppet theater, one with flat characters and a stick. Brother uses the wiggles of the characters to tell emotions you get. Yeah, exactly. And I wanted to avoid, you know, direct copy. Obviously, it's a parody of Warhammer. It's obviously similar to text-to-speech in that way, but you know, in this example, you know, you've got, they're not, you know, puppets on a stick. It's a different animating software. They're technically still called puppets, but you know, they're a bit more free. They can kind of wiggle and move around. They've got bone joints, which Alpha does as well. But I hope you're seeing what I'm trying to make. These guys are digital art, you know what I mean? Whereas with Brother, his is like drawn. Everything's drawn, if that makes sense. So it's like that's drawn, that's artwork that's drawn. Trying to find a good example. Yeah, this is all drawn, and a lot of heads are also created. A lot of them was taking it from, you know, official art and stuff, which is totally fine. But Magnus, that was created for the shirts. You see the style, it's very, yeah, drawn, painted. Whereas mine's very vector, but like digital art, vectory. So that I definitely didn't want to copy Alpha or try and rip him off. That was never the goal. No, Major, go big, make that money, do what you think is best. I'll leave it up to my supporters. It's not going to be in my hands. I'd be careful hooking up with someone, make sure they don't take over and control you. Yeah, no, like I said, it would be it would be up to everyone else, and I wouldn't let them control it. Okay, then it was just my imaginary voice half the craft. I voiced Ultramarine. So how did I do it? I'll try and
Ultramarines are so blinded by front of you.
While I still stand.
What did I do? I was like, I had the mic. While I still stand. Yeah, I think that's the voice. I am an Ultramarine. I am very cool. So I did that voice on the mic, and then I added a small delay to create the Vox effect, and then I turned the pitch down 10 points. So that's how I got it. And then for the Angry Marine, I'll try and do it. You dog! You piece of shit! So that was the Angry Marine, and the other one was the Angry Marine was turned down 15 decibels for pitch. So that's how I did it for those ones. Have a free suitable for work version YouTube and complete, not suitable for Patreon if it's not too much work. Yeah, I'm putting the not suitable on Patreon now. I'll actually do the post now actually. Fuck 'em. Oh shit. Damn it. Alright, we're gonna have to cut that out. Whoops. Silly me. I think the biggest thing this series needs is your take on what is happening on screen. A series without a soul doesn't work anyhow. Yeah, exactly. Fuck, what do you do when you accidentally flash on a live stream? That is a big oof. I'll tell YouTube after the live stream. I'll just be like, look, there was an accidental flash, how should I go about it? Look, I'm not going to get banned for it. You can actually put tits on YouTube. You just get age restricted, so it's not a big deal. I think you should diversify the voices of the Space Marines. I think they're pretty diverse anyway.
Defeat.
Fuck. Why am I such a fucking idiot? I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm such an idiot. Who cares? Fuck him. Fuck him. Dumb cunt. I did a donation. Donation just came up, but I think the biggest thing the series needs is your take on it. What's happening? Screen 40k. A series without a soul doesn't work anyhow. Thanks, Christian. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm looking at. So I have a question. Ooh, demonetic bibs. That's the one. Got a great foundation there. Definitely focus a little on the humor and the characters calling out each other's faults or how crap the situation is versus more just cursing. Yeah, exactly. And I think with my more mature humor these days, I think I'll be able to do that. So I have a question. How would you handle the Scary Marine? I think I'd handle the Scary Marine by... I think he would come in clutch. So he's not reliable. So maybe if I was going to use him in this episode, maybe like before Fulgrim strikes the Ultramarine, the Scary Marine appears behind Fulgrim, like cuts his back, and then vanishes. And then that might give a second for Ultramarine to say, you know, fuck you, and then Fulgrim listens to him, or something like that. Like, just small little nods. Idiot or not, you're still creative and good looking. A rare combination. Thanks, dude. I think you can edit out the VOD. Yeah, probably. He's hoping. It's okay, we won't snitch. Yes, you guys will. You guys snitch all the fucking time. I get reported all the time. It's fucking bullshit. Can we get Major Kill Feet compilation? No. Go ahead and have the Angry Marine scream his ass off just a little bit. It was a fucking hilarious Angry Marine lore video. Yeah, but that was a punchline, you know what I mean? I think, and you don't want to be listening to ear rape. You don't want to be listening to animation and you be like, ow, my fucking ear. You know what I mean? I really expected the Scary Marine to show up behind him when the Ultramarine was talking. Yeah, look, because scene 3 wasn't animated by me. I animated everything except scene 3, which was from here all the way to here. So it was a big chunk of the video. It was like 8 or 9 minutes. And I animated the rest. And the thing is, I gave a lot of free reign. And they did a good job. But when I showed Scary Marine, the way I like to do it, so what Tom did is he just made the Scary Marine flash on screen. Like, bang. Like, in and out. And it's not really their vibe. You know, when I did my Scary Marine, he's not here. So he's not there. Look next to the Amazing Marine. He's not there. He's not there. And then just before they go out, oh shit. Just before, as he's like,
purged by fire. Now, if we're done chatting, it's time to get you lads on your way. I'll drop you off as close as I can be bothered, but then it's up to you to finish the mission. Oh, and the mission is considered complete.
So it's just subtle, you know, now he's there. He wasn't there before, now he's there. It's subtle. The Scary Marines are very subtle. That's the joke behind them, you know what I mean? So that's how I kind of, in my head, but obviously, you know, I had an animator had free reign. He did a great job, but I would have liked, you know, zoom in there, zoom out, Scary Marines behind Fulgrim. Zoom back in, Scary Marines gone. That's how I would have done it. Maybe lower the volume of the other Marines a little bit while raising Angry slightly. It wouldn't be ear rape, but may start with that loaded boy. Yeah, maybe. That could be a good call. Would love if nobody notices the Scary Marine except maybe the reasonable Marine. Scary Marine starts to haunt him. He starts to question sanity. Yeah, well, that's the thing. No one... The Scary Marines joke is that no one really cares. Use a sound filter to create a legit Space Marine voice, and then you can go full on scream while lowering the mic. It's like the Corn Berserker from Dawn of War, kinda. Look, the editing I do to the voice, the voxes, I think is the best you can do. I got a lot of people auditioning to be Space Marines for this, because I opened auditions ages ago. And a lot of people, what they did is they just basically added insane levels of echo and shit to make that vox, and it didn't work because you could barely hear what they were saying. You know what I mean? With a Space Marine, you need a good core voice. You can't take this voice, for example, and Space Marinify it. You can add the filter to it, but it just wouldn't sound right. That's in Mark, for example, in Death of Hope, Mark Lewis Sparks, Space Marines sound great because the voice actors are great. You know what I mean? That's my dog coming in. He knows how to open my door. And that's why it was so good, because he had fundamentally... Hey, Leroy, hey, buddy. He had fundamentally... Hey, come here. Come on stream. People love dogs. Yeah, look up. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so... I don't know, I lost my train of thought there, but... you know, it's dependent on the voice acting is for a good Space Marine, obviously. I think you should allow cussing, because censors kind of take away from the humour. Look, honestly, I'm all for it, but if I swear too much at the start, or if I didn't censor the C word at the start, then YouTube would not recommend this video to anyone. It would get buried. It wouldn't even get 10,000 views. And it would be a terrible launch. And I could say, oh, I don't care, but you know, when you're getting 50 to 100,000 videos and lore videos, and then something that you put your blood, sweat, tears, and money into gets a tenth of that, it's a bit of an oof. You know, because I could have made, with the effort I put into this, I could have made probably 20 lore videos or more. You know, and I don't expect to see it millions of views, but you know what I mean. So I'd rather, honestly, I can smell popcorn, it smells good. I might end the stream soon and have some. I think my mates are having dinner or some watching a movie, but yeah, fuck, that does smell good. Hey, it's Fraser's in the chat. Hey, it's been a blast working on this. I'm super happy with the positive feedback and criticism. More audio rape on the way, hopefully soon, but I got to dip now. For sure, dude. We'll work on the next part in soon. I really love how the Ultramarine just dismantled Fulgrim's achievements. Yeah, and I do too. That was probably one of my favorite parts to write. Was the Ultramarine just kind of telling Fulgrim how it is. Oh my god, we just tool some magical giant tools. Are you a Juggernaut player? Am I a Juggernaut player? I'm not sure what that means. How fun was switching between the Psychopath Angry Marine to the Ultramarine? Just seemed like a lot of fun to make. Yeah, I did them one at a time. I didn't go like, I am an Ultramarine. Fuck you! You know what I mean? I didn't do it like that. I did my whole lines, and then, yeah. But what I would want to do, as I was saying before, is to get all the voice actors in a voice chat together, and we do our lines live to each other, so we can respond appropriately. Because at the moment, the problem was it felt rigid because, you know, it was... because, you know, they were sending me their lines and I was just stitching them together. The Fulgrim monologue was fun. Yeah, I had fun doing that one as well. I thought the Fulgrim voice actor did a great job.
You Ultramarines are so
He really got into it. His voice box, he's really passionate.
blinded by your pride.
I told him, I said, I want Zamatsu. I want Dragon Ball Z Zamatsu Fulgrim. And he's like, alright. And he comes back to, he's like, alright, I just spent the last 12 hours watching Dragon Ball Z. I was like, yes, epic. And then, yeah. And then I had my Zamatsu.
Arrogance. You cannot even recognize your own defeat even as it unfolds in front of you.
Obviously, there's a demon filter on it, but even without it, he did a great job. The sound effect of teleporting was a Dota Juggernaut sound effect. Was it? Oh, that would have been Fraser. I didn't do that one. Have you seen the video where they use the Corn Berserker voice in Dota War for Rexo? Would it be fun if feasible? Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I'll definitely do some stuff. Yeah, the Ultramarine shitting on Fulgrim's stream was the best part of the episode, in my opinion. Yeah, great. I really loved that part. Ultramarine synopsis of Fulgrim absolutely wrecked Fulgrim. Yeah. In the words of Fabius Bile and Primogenerator, the Third Legion is dead. It died ages ago in the fire of Fulgrim's ascension. Yeah, literally. That's the thing. Like, it's important to highlight that, yeah, he's a demigod demon lord, but he's also a fucking bitch. He sounds a little bit like the guy from Terrible Writing Advice. Yeah, maybe. Looks like everyone liked the Fulgrim dismantle. I thought so. Zamatsu got his house handed to him by a purple cat. Yeah.
While I still stand, defeat is not an option.
So I wanted it to start off like the Ultramarine just giving his I'm an Ultramarine lines. And then do. But then once Fulgrim kind of like...
bragging about beating the...
kind of like, once the music starts, that's the Ultramarine just kicking into gear. Because the Reasonable Marine, even though it sounds like something that the Reasonable Marine would do, it's unreasonable to aggravate a demon Primarch, you know what I mean? Like going up to Fulgrim and just... fuck you, you're a bitch. Terrible idea, you know, because you're going to die. Does he have a fucking vibrator? Yeah, he does.
Graceful.
Of course he does. He's Fulgrim. Can you link him the video? Just watch. Let's actually see what I mean. Just send it on Discord. It feels almost like an adventure you guys did using the D&D format, and you brought it to life with animation. It was a good break for the bullshit of the word. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I hope people just enjoy it for what it is. It's not perfect. It never will be perfect, but I'll refine it. I'll make it better. And yeah, I'll do my best. So yeah, and he has an ass spanker. Yeah, he does. So I think I'll call it there. I'm pretty tired. I wouldn't mind just watching a movie or something. But thank you guys so much. You know, I couldn't have done this without you guys. And gal. And yeah, if you guys have any other feedback, if you want to get involved in the project, if you want to do anything, if you want to support me on Patreon, a lot of the funds for this show will come out of Patreon for episode 2. I'll have a bigger budget for episode 2 out of my own money. So yeah, like, thank you guys so much. Make sure you hit like on this video. I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe it does. I'm not sure about the algorithm, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.